Kyle?
All right. Like how it puts it in our own chat.
So here we are. Oh, no witty name for the Night Lords, Kyle?
Al's the one who was putting the witty names on, not me.
I was gonna say, no, the Spooky Boys?
Nope, not that time.
Wow. So you know, Bob does a good campfire story when you're too afraid to fucking change it to something mocking. So are we ready?
I'm ready.
Well, we got about 3 minutes left on the counter.
Huh. I shall prep my lore.
It helps me for a second too. I'm making sure everything's not broken.
Oh, also, do not disturb. I don't need people sending me weird shit.
Okay. Who doesn't like weird shit being sent to them?
Actually, where's my custom one I made?
Finding where the shit came from is half the fun.
God damn it. I gotta recreate it.
Oh, it's in beta. Oh boy.
There it is.
Oh.
So that Kung Pao chicken, gentlemen.
Oh. We're gonna check to see if this works. Make sure it's not broken.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Hopefully you guys heard that. Hopefully it worked. It looked like it worked.
Let me see.
Oh boy. Oh, there's something else I wanted to do, but since we are actively streaming, I'm pretty sure it's too late. Yep, I heard that. Okay.
24 seconds to go.
I have returned.
Oh, didn't even realize you disappeared.
I'll see. Where did it go?
Didn't realize you disappeared.
Hey, man. Who called me?
All right. Now it is the time.
The time for lore. So, here we are again, Kyle. How was you guys this week?
Oh,
It was
work,
a week.
work.
Same.
I guess between the ripping my, I got a big like garden in the backyard section tore up. That's supposed to be for a garden. It's like a 12 by 20 section, and plant stuff and everything. Well, due to circumstances the last couple of years, personal issues, I never got a chance to go out there and work on it. So it's just been a weed bed for the last 2 years. So I've tore it all down and smothered that, and then I mowed my yard today, and I am definitely allergic to nature. So between yesterday and today, my allergies are really messing with me. So I'm gonna try not to cough and sneeze in the microphone.
Please do. It'd be unfitting of a robot.
So that's my fun. Oh. And then Alan's just there.
Yeah, I'm just here today. I if anyone remembers Tired Magos from last time, Tired Magos this time.
Oh boy.
We'll let the Blood Angel fanboy do most of the talking this week. Because in fact, this was my first dive into 40K. My first touch of the books was not the Forest Heresy or that. It was the Blood Angels Omnibus.
So the Blood Angels is what brought you into this.
Well, I had the models, but I never really got into the lore. But when I read the Omnibus, I fucking fell in love with the setting.
So you're gonna take us back to a young Bob.
God, I'm trying to think, how old was I? I was in elementary school. Now I think about it, I think I was in fifth or sixth grade.
All right, I changed the title to something very fitting.
Spoopy vampires.
Spoopy vampires.
It should be spoopy sad vampires. So we're gonna talk about some heartbreaking shit today.
Isn't there like a whole chapter that's all about like the sad boys or something like that?
The Lamenters.
Let's
Yeah,
not get
there you
Lamenters,
go.
please.
And
I don't want to be sad.
Don't they come from the Blood Angels?
Yes. speaking
Yes.
of which,
Oh, okay.
We will start with the quote. And I always take the leading quote from just the wiki, and then I go on from there, wherever the fuck it leads me.
Oh,
They are
God.
the sons of the angel, the blooded host, the defenders of mankind. They are humanity, they are nobility. They are the blood angels, and I say to you, there are no more loyal or determined servants of the Emperor alive today.
Are they one of the chapters that actually care about people?
Yes, that comes from High Lord Baladarius Belel to the Ordo Astartes Inquisitor Nemesis following the Great Accusation. A High Lord of Terra told an Inquisitor to shut the fuck up.
Inquisitor who has unlimited power.
The only
And
thing they answer to is the God Emperor and the High Lord of Terra.
And a High Lord basically said, shut the fuck up. There are no more loyal to them.
Ooh. The Great
What-
Accusation. What the hell's that?
Later in lore, the Inquisition accused the Grey Knight, or the Blood Angels, of being basically heretics, of being corn worshippers.
Really?
Yes. An Inquisitor tried to point to the Blood Angels, the sons of Sanguinius, to go, they're heretics. Can you guess the response was? You
You.
fucking muppet.
What you just basically said there.
You fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up, you
We're
baby.
talking about
you
the boys that come from Sanguinius, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the same ones, right? And if if they'd all known the true history of the Blood Angels, he might have had a point.
Oh.
The war cry of the Blood Angels for the Emperor and Sanguinius: death, death. First founding, Legion. The original title, the Revenant Legion.
Oh, weren't they savages before Sanguinius found them?
I'll get to that.
Oh boy, I don't like that laugh.
The successor chapters, much like the Dark Angels, are collectively known as the Unforgiven. They are known as the Sanguinary Brotherhood, or the chapters of the blood. They include, and this is going to be a long list, gentlemen. They Angels in Carmine, the Angels Excelsius, the Angels Glorious, the Angels Numinous, the Angels Pentient, the Resplendent. I'm just gonna stop saying Angels. Sanguine, Vermilion, Light, Altarian Spears, Blood Dragons, Blood Drinkers, Blood Eagles, Blood Legion, Blood Scythes, Blood Swords, Blood Wings, Brothers of Gerard, Brothers of the Red, Burning Blood, the Carmine Blades, the Channel Guard, which are unrecognized, the Crimson Legion, the Crimson Swords, the Curor Blades, the Death Wardens, Disciples of Blood, the Exsanguinators, Flesh Eaters, Flesh Terrors, Golden Sons, Knights of Blood, the Knights of the Chalice, the Knights Sanguine, the Lamenters, blessed be the Lamenters, Red Knights, Red Wings, Sable Brotherhood, Sable Knights, the Sanguine Host, the Scions of Sanguinius, the Sons of Sanguinius, and the Templars of Blood.
Can we go back to the Flesh Rippers? Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
what are these
there's
things?
a couple there I can understand why they would say, hey, that's pretty heretical.
One of these things, not like the other. One of these things is heretic.
You want to hear the funny thing? The Flesh Eaters actually, so far, are the most fucking exemplar of all of them, besides the Blood Angels.
Wait, what?
The most chaos sounding one is actually the most loyal.
It's noble. They believe in fucking that they give their flesh willingly on the pyre to protect mankind.
Holy
That's
hell!
not a joke.
Holy
Now, what
hell!
Now, what about the what I hear in there the Blood Drinkers?
Let me see here. Blood, Scythes, Legion, Eagles. Yeah, drinkers.
So, what about those ones?
They're vampires, aren't they? Like isn't that their
In
thing?
life service, we live to serve. To deny life is to deny service. To deny service is betray the Emperor. Do we choose service or betrayal? We choose life. We choose service. We choose blood.
Never mind. Okay.
Do I need to go on?
It's just again the Flesh Tearers and the Blood Drinkers. Hey, that sounds heretical.
That sounds a little, heretical, a little chaosy.
I'll give one more quote from the Devastation of Baal before we go on. Before we get into the Legion. Join me, Centaur Jewel. Be the first. My rage and wrath is of Sanguinius, not bastard Corn. Centaur Jewel. To the demon, to the bloodthirster Kabanda.
Okay, so they're fighting some
chap-
corn demons then.
No chapter master, no chapter of the blood has surrendered themselves to Corn. Not one.
Okay.
So they're kind of like as loyal as the Kriegsmen, sort of.
Basically, what's another good statement? Oh, quoting Parthenax from Skyrim. Is it better to be born good or to fight against your evil nature?
So, well, their evil nature. We're also going to talk about that a little bit more. Something called the Red Rage, or the Black Rage.
Thirst, the red thirst and the black rage. But now we get into the good part. The Blood Angels are basically the most revered, or one of the most revered and worshipped chapters of all of the Astartes. They carry the blood of the most beloved of the Primarchs, Sanguinius. And much as I am an Ultra Smurf, there's an entire holiday, a major holiday named after Sanguinius. There are minor holidays for each of the Primarchs, but only Sanguinius carries a major holiday, which is known as the Sanguinella, where the most prized possession of even the poorest of servants of the Emperor. 9 times out of 10 is a little ruby teardrop that is worn upon this day to honor Sanguinius.
I'm guessing the day is the day Sanguinius fell.
The remembrance of Sanguinius' sacrifice against Horus, which we'll get into that.
Spoilers. I apologize. Spoilers.
Yeah, it's not like they don't talk about Sanguinius' death a lot, but we'll get to that.
Well, he's pretty much a fucking martyr. He's the martyr of martyrs.
It took beating the shit. He had to weaken himself.
Don't ruin this. I already spoiled enough.
Alrighty then. So
sorry, that's kind of an important part. I don't want people to.
Didn't he get hit by a train or something?
Sort of. All right, sorry about that, but anyways, I kind of want to see it as a grand finale.
Well,
you know what I mean?
we'll get to the history of the Legion.
Oh, you talk about like the Crusade and all that?
It starts at unification.
But yeah,
Though
yeah.
many were how do I say this? Among their noble history, their noble tales, you would never believe from its origin. Only grim rumors and half-heard whispers are remained of the proto-legions that were forged, were bloodied in Albia, Indonesia, Frank, alongside the mass strength of the Thunder Warriors. The ninth was absent, and there's a reason for it. They did not conquer; they ravaged. They tore apart and destroyed anything they came across. This was not the Noble Legion that would become known as. This was the Revenant Legion. It was only a weapon that could be directed. And even that could not happen a lot. It's hard. Only the Emperor could even direct them. Or as it quote the wiki, they did not conquer but instead ravage, growing and growing as they went. A weapon that could not be directed or controlled, only endured. And they earned that title of Ravager of the Revenant Legion.
It sounds kind of like the World Eaters.
I was about to say, like, I thought this was supposed to be Sanguinius' boys, the good boys.
The Revenant Legion made the fucking world, the Warhounds look like a fucking joke. If the Emperor didn't like you, he didn't send the 8th. He sent the 9th. If you catch my fucking drift.
So, that's just
So if you
the
pissed him
super
off,
fuck you.
okay, so if he pissed you off, he sent the Night Lords. If he didn't like you, he sent the Warhounds. If he despised your very soul, he sent the Revenant.
He sent the Revenant Legion.
Who the fuck pissed him off that much, Ursh?
No,
Am I right? I feel like I just got that nail on the fucking head.
it was America. They'd gone full Hampshire worshiper.
Oh, mercy. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
The old Age of Strife lore.
Okay.
You want to go on a tangent really quick and just explain a quick
No.
old Terra?
We'll let him figure it out.
Well, okay.
Imagine Judge Dredd on steroids. That's what Terra had become.
Nice.
Bad wise. There were no
Yeah.
judges around.
No, there weren't.
And mind you, that's just my own headcanon. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't say where they were deployed. That's how much of their lore has been tossed into a black hole.
Oh, because nobody wants to know that they were the Revenant Legion.
They were deployed to the most dangerous of war zones, to those accursed regions ravaged by rad plagues and chem strains of old night. Places where only the most twisted and debased breeds of mankind still lived, and the wastelands that existed outside history's spotlight, they held the line, alone and unnoticed while the Emperor drove home his grand conquests.
You know, just to explain it, that sounds like Mercia, 100%.
It was a lot of places during the fall of the reunification. It was a lot of places.
All I heard was the most base of mankind. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like Mercia. You know, 100% Slaneshi followers.
Anywhere where fucking radiation turned creatures into mutants, the most debased and wicked of mankind still drew breath, that's where they were sent. And it wasn't an accident. It wasn't made by some random fuck off general. How do I say this? The Revenant Legion wasn't recruited from like blood nobles and shit. They were basically, how do I say this? They were the distressed and broken, an army of fucking refugees that had no home. That's where the Revenant recruited from.
Oh, I was thinking fucking insane asylums.
No. And and to quote the wiki, and made them an arm. It took the Ninth Legion took in the hordes of dispossessed and broken, and made them an army of angels. And so long in these poisoned wilds, basically fighting monsters not entirely human. I would say closer to say Stalker level of shit, or what's the other one? Metro level of shit.
Oh, pretty much they were in the. Oh. Okay, I think I see. I get it. I get it. So pretty much they're fighting the biofolk.
And they were called the Revenant because they were unfathomably tall. Like most Blood Angels were tall. They looked fair, but in battle they took on a face almost as if a fucking wrathful monster, as if they were the very things they hunted. And the funny thing is, their genetic template actually seems to favor those twisted and warped. As if it was made to be able to recruit from those tainted by radiation, pains, cancers, and all that. It is not uncommon, even to this day, that those who are sick from the rad storms on Ball to seek out the Blood Angels during the time of choosing to survive, to try to earn a place of survival, or to carve their name into history.
That was like the fucking vampirism.
Well, yes and no. It inflicted horrible fucking pain on those inducted into the Legion Hour, because those weakened by exposure, and that rarely could survive such an ordeal. So, the recruitment was slow, unlike other legions. Even though they cast the fucking net incredibly wide, that's how. Let's put it this way: they would recruit from entire tribes of wastelanders, prisoner of wars with long trains of hopefuls that would have always followed in their wake, hoping to become angels. And their apothecaries basically never stopped trying to create new legionaries, as that's how often they were in battle. They were always constantly fighting to keep their strength up.
I'm guessing that like 1 out of every 100,000 survives.
Oh, it's average. The average recruitment rate, it's about 1 in 100. Or actually, hang on, I'm trying to do the math, because I read the Dante books, and they at a particularly good time. Let's see. I want to say, fuck, what was it? Through the transformation, I want to say, how many was it? God damn it! I want to say of 50 brothers who entered the catacombs, only 30 emerged. So close to a 40% failure rate.
That's unusually high, right?
No, that's the regular. That's actually a pretty good goddamn thing.
Oh, I mean compared to other legions, that's unusually high.
No, that's piss poor. The Ultramarines can recruit almost using the Ultramarines as basically the standard. They have a failure rate. They have a failure rate about 5%.
Honestly, we don't count the fucking Ultramarines mainly because fucking Gilliman has copy paste.
The Raven Guard and the White Scars also have a pretty low rate of failure with about 5 to 10%.
Let's talk about the fucking Space Wolves. What's their failure rate?
20.
Okay, never mind. Okay, because I remember watching the mini episode of them, and I'm like, God damn, it's not like they fucking died quick.
I'm not saying the recruitment rate isn't high, attrition isn't high. It's after they get them under the knife.
Well, don't they also have a thing where you have to lay in a crypt for a month or something like that?
Well, you see, we'll get to that.
Foreshadowing?
Yes, that is foreshadowing, because when I talk about how they do it, it actually comes up into their titles of why they were known as the Revenant Legion.
I was right?
Oh,
He's got to turn into a vampire, man.
Instead of say implanting the gene seeds or say 1 by 1, to minimalize it, the Blood Angels place all of the gene seed organs in at once, all except the black carapace. And
Wait,
you basically yeah, mind you, becoming a space marine requires surgeries that normally can last somewhere between like 3 to 4 fucking years. Letting your body adjust to the organ.
And they say, "Ah, fuck it, yeet."
Yeah, that's how they did it. They injected them all at once. All except the black carapace.
God damn.
That has been their tradition. And they would sleep mostly for a year in the sarcophagus, in a sarcophagi.
Haha, that's where it is. I knew it. Also, you need to talk about that. You need to talk about how much they steal shit.
That's the Blood Ravens. They're not Blood Angel successors. Shut the fuck up about it. They're not even of the same bloodline. Fucking Magnus.
I still say they are.
Well, I hate to inform you, but they are legitimately successors of the Thousand Sons.
Nah, they're successors of Blade Angels.
Conferred by Iron him fucking self. Anyway, this is an episode about the Blood Angels, not the Thousand Sons. We'll talk about them later.
They're Blood Angels.
Oh, I will love it and pull out all the shit Magnus did wrong when we get to them. Anyway.
Don't worry, Bob. He only has about like 12 followers, and he's stuck in the cube.
Hang on 1 second, guys. I do have to take a phone call.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this might be work. Please stand by.
Oh, the Al Entertainment Hour.
Oh, God. Oh, Was I prepared for this? Okay, I was eating pizza.
Okay, what is it?
Fun fact, you actually know that was actually meant to, this song was actually meant to be a marching song?
Oh, shit, that's easy.
That's how you're dodging? You're dodging with that?
Just shut up. Wait, that was actually made by the Italian army to be a marching song to war in World War One.
In World War One? That was supposed to be a marching song? For
Yeah,
World War One?
Yeah, but the Italian army. Then the guy who created it made it to like improve morale in troops. And then the circus got a hold of it and he got very pissed. He's like, my noble song made the soldiers go to war is now made for dancing clowns.
Made for dancing fucking clowns? That's funny.
Oh, we could actually have an episode, stream one day where I just talk about random history facts because I am an encyclopedia of useless history.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do a spin-off of the Art of Lore show. Okay. See, they got this game called, what's it called? Battle of Fire, something of Fire, whatever of Fire. It's World War II models, so I can get a bunch of like Panzer tanks and little guys with guns. You know, we can start painting those. And you could talk World War I and World War II, like military facts.
Fuck, I'm not for that, because I love history.
Yeah,
I'm a huge history
We
nut.
can do a spin-off of the Art of Lore show. It'll be the history of
the art of
history. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Trademark.
Yep, trademark.
You heard it here.
I'll just talk history facts while you just do that shit. 'Cause, oh my god, I would love anything World War. World War One's actually the one I know the most about. Because god damn, that history is so fucking grimdark. I mean, what isn't grimdark about being in a trench, up to your fucking knees in shit, piss, and mud, waiting to hear a whistle about going across no man's land, running with 100 pounds on your back through barbed wire, artillery shells, and landmines, and also dodging goddamn machine gun fire, only to go into another trench and try to bayonet another man, who's also covered in up to his knees in piss, shit, and mud.
Let's just put it this way. You like the Krieg. We got it.
We will do it happily. It took a lot to get some of those guys to go across. Also, fun fact: partially the start of communism actually was in the trenches of France, the French trenches.
If you want to be technical, it started with the French Commune that led to the Reign of Terror.
Yeah, well,
after the French Revolution.
We'll say, technically it started with France, but it got really big in the trenches of France even before Germany sent sent fuck, what was his name?
Lenin.
Lenin to Moscow.
But I have a quick question.
Yes.
How the fuck did we get onto geopolitics when we were talking about 40K?
He was doing the circus song, and I was telling him the history and how where that started.
Ah,
You know, Italy. It was actually made to be an Italian marching song before the circus got a hold of it.
where was I? Let's see here.
He's like,
Like, "Alright."
interesting. Don't care.
Actually, don't care. Fuck you.
Here's the
Blood
Blood Angels. I legitimately do not give a shit.
Priorities.
Basically,
Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god!
Angel looks like motherfucker. I will show you why they start screaming Horus. What happens to those they think are Horus?
Oh, so I played the Blood for the Blood God.
I heard absolutely nothing.
Landed.
Alright, anyways.
Anyway, the rumor that follows them that the gifts of the Emperor had endowed them with a darker gift, if you will, which earned them a new epithet with the rank and file of the normal assholes, the Eaters of the Dead.
Oh boy.
Basically because they would seek out the fucking recently dead and eat and feast upon their blood and flesh.
And you guys talk about the fucking Necrons being goddamn zombies.
Well, Kyle, imagine an entire Space Marine chapter filled with fucking flayed ones.
This isn't a chapter yet. This is a legion. And
Oh,
this
so,
isn't
okay.
even a legion. This is the Photo Legion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Instead of it being 1,000 flayed ones, it's fucking 10,000 flayed ones.
10,000.
1,000 fists in the air.
And we got hit with a copyright strike. Goddamn.
Not 10 seconds for use.
Say 10 seconds. I only did 3.
And that's a parody.
Do you really think fucking some of these people care?
By all
I
means,
have lawyers. Damn it. Eric in
File a
the
false-
fucking law division done said something about that.
file a false copyright strike. I fucking dare you. See how fun this will be for us. We can actually upgrade our shit. Anyway,
Okay.
as I was saying, the victories basically any noble victory they had during unification was very much mired by these acts.
Well, I mean, when you go and you fucking eat the dead, I have a feeling. Oh, and sorry, some of those dead are goddamn biofolk, which are mutant humans in the goddamn Pacific Wasteland.
Didn't help that they also went around the battlefield looking for any fallen and wounded, and prioritizing them for a snack. If you catch my drift.
Num num.
Oh, you're an asshole who lived, hey? Lunch.
Oh, yes, we'll take your surrender. Not a problem.
Not a problem. Hey, boys, we got a snack. I mean, we got a prisoner here.
It's not wrong. And they kept doing this even after they swept out from Seoul. And it actually... How do I even say this? You know how Mars used to have a mutant problem?
I'm guessing you didn't after they sent in the the Revenant
Yeah.
Legion.
Yeah. Basically.
So Mars like, hey, Emperor, so we have some mutants. I already got it filled. Blood for the blood god. 5 seconds later, all right, done.
And how do I even say this? They basically they took Neptune from Xenos, who were using it as a base to attack Terra and pry off colonies. AKA the Xenos found out that calamari.
So
They assaulted the Jovians,
who are the
they took
Jovians?
the Jovian moons.
Isn't that Jupiter?
Yes.
Wait, so the Jovian moons? Wait, do humans there or are they Xenos?
There are humans there. They're research rich.
Oh, okay. And also, I thought Neptune was a fucking gas giant. How the fuck did they assault Neptune?
Well, it's moons.
Oh, Neptune's moons. Oh, I thought you said Neptune itself. I'm like, wait. Were they just flying out of jetpacks or something?
Bold of you to assume that mankind doesn't have orbital or gas stations on gas giants.
Fair enough.
You should know how that's possible when you play a game called Stellaris, Alan.
Fair enough.
And well, they mind you, as much as they had a grisly past, their efforts did allow the Emperor to take the shipyards of Saturn, secure the allegiance of Mars. But there was also a catch. The Emperor sent the 12,000 of the fucking Revenant Legion not out to fight. He sent them forth to die.
Oh, so you wanted them to die like the goddamn Thunder Warriors?
Well, to be fair, when they're acting like that, it's not helping their case.
Yeah, they were acting just like the fucking Thunder Warriors.
They were acting worse.
Yeah,
So
eating
the
dead
Emperor
bodies,
was
I think, is a little worse than Thunder Warriors.
Mind you, the Thunder Warriors were pretty bad by the end, but they were acting. Their psychosis kept coming in and back, hence why the Emperor just didn't outright, "Hey, custodians, do it."
Yeah, I saw pretty sure the Emperor was like, God damn it, I killed the Thunder Warriors to solve myself with this issue. You guys are just the Thunder Warriors. Steroids, constant.
Basically, and the Emperor returned from the cold darkness of the outer system. If you expected to find anything other than frozen corpses, yet when they reached Neptune, they found the ninth alive and well. Indeed, despite the losses of many of their original compliant, the size of the force was almost the same, boasted by the recruits taken from the dregs of Neptune's barely human populace.
Oh, Jesus.
So was his eye just like twitching like, God damn it, you guys are roaches?
I hate to say it, but yes. It was like, son of a bitch, I sent you here to take something difficult and die with honor, not just lounge around still.
Why are you guys still alive?
The quote, I can imagine the Emperor saying this. Where others might have floundered and fallen, the Ninth Legion had only grown stronger, rising from the ashes of defeat like a bloody phoenix. And I know that's just how the wiki's writ, but I can just picture the Emperor just saying that to somebody pissed off. Like, God damn it!
Why?
Mar, is this your way of paying me back for fucking naming them after you? Really? It was
So-
never changed. During those days, it was nothing but a beast. Barely surviving off the barely human things they saved. Basically at one point their armors basically started looking more like this rather than the bright red that they had normally worn, because it had been worn the fuck off. And that's how old their armors were. They weren't getting standard supplies. And I'll send it to you. Boop and boop. It's in the general. Imagine that coming at you.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for the Discord.
Heads up, everybody. Shameless plug coming on in.
Well, shit.
Nightmares, right?
All I can think of is a fucking knight that's bloody.
Oh, yeah. He definitely drinking some blood there, Jim.
And most of the Legion was largely formed of line infantry, almost exclusively close quarters assault specialists.
I say that hasn't changed.
Yeah, no, they've just gotten better at it, in my humble opinion.
So, again, like the fucking world eaters, chainsword in one hand, chain axe in the other, charge in, screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
Because all of fucking close quarters combat is this brutal madness. And they were brutally mad. They excelled at overwhelming charges that
Oh,
moved
look
to
who
long.
it is!
Hey, mighty man!
Good old mighty man.
Not a man. Welcome. We're talking about the Emperor's angriest bastards.
The spoopy vampires.
The spoopy, sad vampires. Anyway.
Just nothing much, mighty man. Nothing much.
Trudging along. Trudging along.
We will survive.
slowly making our way down the long line of fucking legions. We're almost halfway there.
If you want to be technical, we are halfway there.
Oh, that's right, because we technically did, what was it, 2 and 20? 2 and 18?
2 and 11.
11? Oh, it's 11? Okay.
Yep.
2 and 11.
2 and 11,
11.
the greatest legions that ever existed.
Hey,
The Emperor's finest reporting.
all right, so sorry, Bob.
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Even worse, they start decorating that fucking gray armor of theirs with images of fucking massacres. Basically scaring the shit using terror tactics like the Night Lords.
Wait, so
Even
they
some
put
companies-
like horror art on their armor?
Yes. Like
Oh my-
men being skinned.
Oh my god, Jesus. These
Why-
are the angels. The Emperor's angels.
These are the Revenant Legion.
Okay.
Some companies even began to incorporate the bloody rituals of the Legion into doctrines of battle, tearing apart foes and drinking their blood to break morale. So
Oh.
imagine you're just sitting there, you see one of your buddies on a heavy stubber, you see this gray armored looking motherfucker with terrifying art in his armor, rip your buddy in half and start drinking him like a goddamn Kool-Aid pop. Like a fucking Gatorade.
I'm gonna talk about a snap into a cold one.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Until he just smashed two of your buddies open and he's drinking them dry like a fucking cans of beer.
That is.
It-
Oh boy.
And you now understand why they came. How do I even say this? They were multiple times cast into what should have been their crucible of destruction, only to imagine as healthy and strong as they were before.
Wait, so drinking blood actually heals them?
No, it's just that no matter how many times the Emperor sent them to what should have been the death of their legion, they came out just as strong.
Oh, okay. I was thinking for a second, like him cracking open a cold one, it actually healed him for a second. Okay, I'm about to say, what the fuck?
And they basically, each time they took from the enemy what was required to fight on and grasp victory, where others had only seen defeat and despair, it left them unchanged. The Kepler belt, the endless wastes of rusts. There's basically the Ninth was sent to fight and survive where no other legion could, to fight unseat holding axes against the Great Crusades' first faltering steps. Malcador himself was to take note of their exploits and dub them the Revenant Legion. He was the first. A title that many came to use for the indomitable warriors of the Ninth Legion. As much as a sign of superstitious awe, as much as awe, in commendation for their bravery. The Sigillite was only one of a member of senior officers within the Imperium's militarists and officers who seemed ill at ease with this incarnation. Everybody was scared shitless of them.
Well, fair enough. It kind of makes sense.
They were not very liked by any other Legion too. They weren't as vaunted of the 13th as the Ultramarines, or at this time, even Horus was around his 16th, his Luna Wolves.
Well, alright then.
Yes, Horus saw all this shit. The Emperor and Horus were the ones in charge at this point. They were considered a dangerous and unsightly weapon. Jesus Christ, Wiki. To be unsheathed, to quote the Wiki, in the most dire of needs and hidden away very quickly. AKA a pocket shotgun. You know those Derringer hand cannons that you pack 410, Alan?
Yeah, wait, why do they sound more like the Night Lords right now?
I know. That's how terrible the Revenant Legion was.
God damn, so we had two of them, technically.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like copy paste from the Night Lord episode, almost.
It gets better, hopefully. So, no, just like.
Basically, time and time again, the Legion would lose its veterans, only to lose its veterans on the field of battle. it never really managed to maintain a core veteran legionaries because they're always held in such fucking hopeless situations.
Well, I mean, they're sentenced to fucking die, so I kind of understand that.
The Legion's first and only Legion Master, Ishtar Osoros, however the fuck you want to pronounce this, was the only commander to be able to lead them. He led them from the unification of Terra to the discovery of Baal. You want to know here the funny thing is, though?
Huh.
Records show that there were many men with that name that had died numerous times, only to be replaced by the same man.
Wait, so he's technically died and came back multiple times. Dante?
No, they kept literally renaming themselves to make off like he had survived.
Oh.
Everyone who took the title of Legion Master took that name.
Okay, that makes sense now.
And, well, at this point, it was coming very fucking close where the Emperor was going to permit the ultimate censure upon them. If you catch my drift, number 2 and 11.
So he was about to tell the Space Wolves, hey, you got a problem.
Yeah,
one.
you gone, boy.
And it all stopped when they found the Angel. But before that, we must talk about the dark few years before they found him. Or as the wiki likes to call it, the Carnal Feast.
The Cardinal Feast?
Yeah. They were, how do I say this?
Did they go pretty much, hey, look at this population. Pop goes the weasel. Nom nom nom.
No.
Okay.
It was pretty fucking bad. There were times where the 11th would fall from the sky and attack Imperial Army regiments.
The 11th?
No, Imperial Army regiments, the 9th.
Oh.
Yeah, can you guess why?
So they went completely mad and they went to the blood rage and started eating the fucking Imperial Army. Is that what you're
Sometimes.
saying?
But when they were taking on a group of mutants, they were so fucking beaten the shit out of that they basically had to invoke their greatest tactic. The Blood Angels basically, everybody gets a jump pack, gentlemen. Everybody gets a jump pack.
So, charge!
Yeah. And that is actually a very valued tactic of Elite Chapter. In one combat, they lost strategy. They lost 2 Legion companies in this month. Mind you, a regular company's about can range anywhere. I'm just gonna go off what the Luna Wolves company strength was, which is about 300 fucking Marines each captain led into battle. So the Blood Angels, if we're going off that number, lost somewhere between the regular company size of 200 to 600 Marines in one fucking fight. And during this entire one campaign, there were little more than 380 fucking legionaries.
Well, okay then.
One combat, we saw the strength of the Legion reduced down from 12,000 to 380.
So, and they're gone.
No, by the time the Emperor found them, they were backed up to almost full strength.
Well, I know that part, but I'm saying, well, the first one, and they're gone. And then was like, all right, you guys dead. What the fuck?
But the old history's old.
Whew.
We should now start getting to where it really started going fucking bad. They started having more and more of the men fall into fucking madness.
Oh, the Black Rage.
A brooding hunger for blood and death that was as terrifying as it was effective. They did not relent, they did not retreat, and they could not be fucking stopped. They fought until the enemy was utterly destroyed and paid no heed for the thought of mercy or the need to build an empire rather than a graveyard. And it only kept getting fucking worse.
It's worse.
The point where how do I say this? They were sanctioned. I'll read the thing for the wiki. I'm just trying to find it in my own words instead of reading from the wiki like some YouTubers, my fair listeners. Worse of the appearance of the blood-soaked angels, tall and striking, perhaps even more so when caked in the gore of the battlefield, often set pure intelligence. Because fishermen have that organ that lets them capture memories from eating people. I forgot to mention that detail, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
So if a place marine basically kills, they don't need to interrogate you. They just gotta blow your head off, grab a piece of your brain matter, and have a chew.
Oh, what the fuck? Why am I watching an ad right now? What the fuck? Why am I watching an ad?
You ain't subscribed, boy.
I'm the goddamn mod. Why do I gotta watch an
Just fuck you.
ad? Alright, sorry about that.
And it only kept getting worse. There was even our Imperial Army grievances brought against the Legion after mortally wounded soldiers of the Malignant Rifles Regiment had been slaughtered and drained of all of their blood by the 9th.
Fucking
Rather than
knew it.
left to the mercy of the enemy during your retreat.
So like, oh, you're gonna die either way. Nom.
And the 9th just didn't seem to give a fuck. They were getting very dangerously close to the Emperor saying, fuck this, send the Space Wolves. They were becoming basically Warhammer 40k's version of the Varn Karsteins.
Oh, my favorite faction. I can't wait for Immortal Empires.
They were basically the Division Militaris, basically the supply lines, were reluctant to supply them with anything better. So they started having to rely on line infantry and jump troops more than anything else. No super heavy armor, no skirmishers, just jump troops and fucking and infantry, line infantry.
Oh, I mean, what's their main tactic? Is
Yeah, we'll get to that. Believe me, we're already at almost an hour long for this shit. Not even gotten to Sanguinius' unification with them. So at this point, I'll skip a little ahead. Basically, at this fucking point, they're this fucking close, and you cannot even see my fingers barely touching, to the Emperor saying, fuck this, kill them all. And then they found Ball. And when they were being scattered throughout the fucking warp, a little capsule landed on a fucking sand world called Ball Secundus, a moon of the big world of Ball. And the people who are known as the people of the blood, the tribe of the blood, or the tribes of Ball, or simply the blood, they found a little boy, a little Sanguinius. And they actually debated on killing this fucking thing.
They were debating on killing Sanguinius.
Yes, as an infant. You want to know why?
Why?
They were very, very anti-mutant, and this little boy had tiny little angel wings.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he had wings.
Oh,
And they were
that's right.
incredibly anti-fucking mutant. Like, you think you think the fucking Black Templars have a hatred for mutants and witches? That holds nothing to the blood. And they debated for several days whether they're going to kill this little bastard or let him grow. Eventually, compassion won out. Thank fuck. Because if you believe certain rumors, the Eldar were coming for him just as they came for Agron.
Oh, we all know what Angron did to those elves as a baby.
Well, that's the whole reason why he was able to be captured as a slave. Because he murdered an entire Eldar sword wind that came to kill him, and he was tired.
He was admittedly sleepy.
Or, like, incredibly fucking injured. And he had to go sleep it the fuck off. So, once again, we could say the whole reason why the Imperium had to deal with its bullshit, deal with the whole world leaders was because the Eldar fucking ruin everything. Like most elves.
Yeah, say fuck the elves.
Fucking space elves. But anyway, Sanguinius was a young prodigy. He grew quickly, learned everything his adopted parents in the tribe could teach him. Even as a child, he slew a giant fucking fire scorpion with his bare goddamn hands. And for your information, I will now send a picture, shameless plug, of what the fuck this thing looks like. Spoiler alert! It's not a good fucking time.
Nightmare fuel.
Well, let's see. Nah, that's all from World of Warcraft. Come on, give me something for 40k, you bastard.
I hate painting white so much.
Oh, what? You definitely want to do some waste cars, don't you?
So just picture this, friends. A scorpion. Oh, there's a better picture. There's a baby one. I'll send you a picture of a baby one. The one Sanguinius killed was an adult. Remember, that's a baby.
Wait, so that's a baby.
That's a youngling. You see the human skull for size comparison?
Yeah, this thing's fucking huge.
Yeah, they're big bastards. Sanguinius killed a warrior with his bare fucking hands.
And how big is that?
How did I say this? A big one will pick up a man and split him in two like the bugs from Starship Troopers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And not once did he show any fear of the creature's onslaught. But as Sanguinius grew, so did his wings. They became so... Sanguinius' wings became so strong and powerful that they were able to carry him aloft. He could walk the deserts without a rad suit, even in the most poisonous of Secundus' deserts. He could walk into the rad cities, the lost cities, which were radiated hellholes, without even the use of radiation suits. He could shatter boulders with an outstretched hands, and he soon was an expert at every weapon the tribes of the blood had. So everything's going okay for Sanguinius, right? It's just happy times in the desert. Then a roaming band of fucking mutants attacks his tribe of feral mutants. And they managed to kill a few of his friends. This is considered a cheat code to quick death.
Well, alright then.
Because it is said that the angel flew into a terrible rage. His face turned red, a nimbus of golden light appeared over his head, and a blood rage overtook him. He was terrible to behold, and his psychic powers had just awoken to full. And he massacred them all. The tribe had never seen him so angry, but they knew it was not because he was wrathful. It was for he felt his comrades' lives were in danger. That's when he let the rage overtake.
Ah, so that's where they get their black rage from.
Nope.
Oh,
the
look
Black
who
Rage
else
came
is
later.
here. Hello.
Is it a
Hello.
Ah,
I'm not doing
And
a
so-
good job keeping track on chat today.
Oh, I'm not either.
I'm terrible at it.
I don't know when this is happening.
I usually keep a good eye on it, but I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open.
Within a year, Sanguinius had grown to full life, but he is troubled by dreams of portents of death and life, of blood and sacrifice. And he soon called the entire all the remaining tribes of pure blood around to fight against the mutant humans, to drive them from the deserts and secure a ball for them to their safety. And it gave his people new purpose. They inspired a loyalty like no other. And it basically they started worshiping him and saying he was a demigod. A legend of a winged warrior that spread across Ball. And even now, where Sanguinius first took flight in front of these people is still a sacred place to the Blood Angels, simply referred to as Angel's Leap. And in fact, it's used now as a way for those Blood Angels to recruit to watch young recruits to see if they can master what are known as wingsuits and fly like the angel to honor him.
Hmm.
And if Alan ever reads the Dante novel, he'll actually get a better description of it than I can provide.
See, I've only just finished false. I'm just finishing False Gods. I think I'm on chapter 13.
Ooh. But anyway,
More books options, eh?
Well,
and
sorry.
basically, Sanguinius was as wrathful in war as he was wise in peace. He had a vision of past glories that would come again for Baal, and he basically unified the entire world. And they started worshiping him. In a short few years, he unified all of Baal and saved it from them. And that is when the Emperor showed up with the Revenant Legion. The Emperor
Murder!
No murder.
Oh.
They basically, the initial expeditionary fleets had looked at Baal and went, "Yeah, that's a fucking shit world," and marked it as a goddamn, as not even a real value. No industrial value, just a tenacious group of fucking waywards. It kept going. So when the Emperor descended on Baal, he walked amongst the people, and they heard Sanguinius speak of a golden age to come, that they would one day reclaim their lost glories and push themselves to the stars, and took flight, and the people worshipped him as a god. And when the Emperor revealed himself to his missing son, those starships once again in the air, Sanguinius had a vision of his father, and he fell to his knee and wept tears. This said now, where those tears are spent, that some of the only flowers on Baal Secundus are grown.
Oh my
I know.
god.
I know, fucking corny as fuck, but
I feel like our stream restarted at some point.
but when
I think we did, yeah.
Huh.
Sanguinius had wept for a reason. He had seen what the Emperor had done to all those who worshipped false gods and worshipped any god. Sanguinius did not beg for mercy. He simply asked for the lives of his followers, fearing the wrath of a man who had sworn to topple all religions. And the Emperor granted his wish.
Oh, that's rare.
The Imperial truth was withheld from Baal, and no Imperial ship would set itself down upon the second moon of Baal again, save again at the behest of Sanguinius himself.
Wait.
Emperor said, "All right, sure." After
So-
killing all this other shit.
Well, we'll get to that.
Wait,
I'll talk to you after I finish the paragraph.
Okay, I gotta say this really quick, though. The Emperor's a fucking hypocrite!
Well, they didn't really worship Sanguinius like you would worship a god, I should say. I know I'm giving shitty words like they worship him as a demigod. Sanguinius was seen as something other than human. He was seen something as greater. It wasn't like, oh, he is the Messiah! It was seen as, what the fuck is this golden bastard who now actually helps us reclaim our lost technologies? He's murdered all the mutants, and we only wish to better ourselves.
So, still, I gotta say this, though.
The Emperor's a
off-
fucking hypocrite. Yes.
No, there's even something worse, though. Sanguinius asked for the spare his people because they're technically, quote-unquote, worshipping him, and the Emperor hated it. He said, yeah, sure, why not? All Agron wanted was his 1,000 friends to live, and the Emperor said, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Once again, this is what we call shitty writing.
That's what I call the Emperor being a fucking prick.
We also call that shit writing because it makes no goddamn sense.
The Emperor's a
Now,
bad
does
dad.
The Emperor is an inconsistent dad.
He's a bad dad.
Just wait till we get about talking about Ferris Madness and fucking Vulcan. You'll see why I say it's because of shitty writing.
God damn it.
Believe me, it's shit writing. It's not the Emperor's a bad dad. It's shit written by multiple people who didn't have a guideline of what they're allowed and not allowed to do.
Oy vey.
Believe me when I say that. Fucking ridiculous.
Oh boy. I just
And-
say he's a bad dad. I agree.
Just wait till we talk about Ferris and Vulcan. You'll see why I say it's inconsistent rating like a motherfucker.
If you don't like one, bad dad.
I'll make a poll. Is the Emperor a bad dad or not?
We already know what most people are gonna write in this. Don't even fucking bother.
If you say
As somebody,
that
as somebody,
we don't really have that much of an active chat, but I'll fucking do it. I'm sorry, like you're a bad dad. I'm sorry if you like have, if you have like 20 kids, okay? Oh, I don't like this one. You're a bad dad. I don't care how nice you are to the other ones. You're a bad dad.
Conrad curse.
to be fair, according to the old lore, and mind you, once again, this is the reason why I say it's now just shit writing. The Emperor's original purpose wasn't just to create the Imperial Whipway. He went back to Terra to help fix his fucking kids. Or it's stated at one point when Curvis went to get the Raptor genome, which created his super space marines, he found notes of the Emperor basically discussing really Kyle, yes and yes. Just saying, I thought you were gonna do that, but now I'm just disappointed in you. The Emperor was fucking tinkering with, okay, how can I fix, say, Mortarion's fucked up lungs? There was even research from papers discussing how he was going to figure out a way to remove the butcher's nails.
Oh, so he was actually going to try and help Angrot.
Yes, in the original lore, he went back to Terra to apply his great mind, not just to make a fucking new fast travel point, but to fix the broken things.
Wait, Mortarion had bad lungs?
Well, yes, he grew up. We'll get to that. What? I'm not gonna. You really don't know about Mortarion's past?
I don't know. I don't know much about Mortarion's past. I know more about the Plague Marines, not the Death Guard.
Well, the Death Guard, the Primarch grew up on a world called Barbarous, which had a poisonous atmosphere.
I knew that part, but I didn't know it actually fucked up his lungs. Oh, it's
terrible.
Oh, that's why he always wears that mask.
That's why he has a
Yes.
respirator. Yes.
His lungs are fucked beyond belief. He can't breathe outside of the time. That's why he has to have the Barbarous gas in there, because it's the only thing that numbs his lungs enough where he can actually breathe without fucking passing out in pain.
All right, well, I'll learn more about that in my research.
Yes, the Emperor isn't a bad dad. He's a very shittily written bad dad.
Oof, sorry.
He's still a bad dad.
Because there are some of them.
Magnus did nothing wrong.
Magnus did a lot of things fucking wrong. We'll get to that when we get there. And I will have a field day pointing out all the stupid things Magnus did. So we're even fucking Perturabo's going, quit trying to find loopholes and just listen to Dad for once. Jesus Christ. Yes, Perturabo. Anyway, back to the Blood Angels. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic. And at this point, Blood Angel Sanguinius left the ball, and it was blood attacked, sworn in blood. You know the old Roman greeting, the grasping of wrists?
Yep.
Sanguinius had split his hand and let a blood drop fall, and then he grasped the Emperor's arm. The Emperor even did the same, hence where the sigil of their chapter comes from, the blood drop of sworn service.
That's why they got that blood drop there.
Yep, it's supposed to symbolize the Sanguinius' oath to the Emperor, an oath
Okay.
sworn in blood. And guess who Sanguinius was paired off as his mentor during the Legions? You know how Conrad was paired with Fulgrim. Vulcan was paired off with Ferris. It was
Oh.
Horus himself.
I was about to say, yeah, I was thinking, yes, Sanguinius and Horus were said to be the closest Primarchs.
And they were. The quote, make a little bit of a pun. Horus took Sanguinius under his wing.
Boo!
That was so funny.
About as funny as your fucking dynasties. A fucking joke.
That's okay. I'll just stuff out your star.
By all means, find it again. But anyway, the Revenant Legion, or as they were renamed, the Blood Angels. Actually, I am wrong about this. Sanguinius was not immediately paired off with his legion. He fought beside the Luna Wolves to see how war was raged amongst the stars, to understand the functions of the Imperium's politics and all that. And Sanguinius formed a bond of trust with his mentor and brother that was unshakable. The point where, and I'll spoil alert something, eventually Horus does find out about the Red Thirst.
They
He is, yeah, because he finds Sanguinius murdering one of his sons that's fallen to it. And Sanguinius begs him not to tell the Emperor. Begs him not to let him find a way to cure it, or let him deal with it. And Horus, without a fucking hesitation, agrees.
It's like, oh, yeah, sure, why not?
I trust you, brother. Without a fucking hesitation. And he tells Sanguinius he will keep his ears and eyes, his own apothecary, open to trying to find a way to fix it. Because back then, Horus was the broest of bros.
You know, the more I've been reading reading about the books, I'm starting to realize why everyone loved Horus.
Now you understand why the Chaos Gods made him fall.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, if you made fucking Logar the only heretic, do you think anybody would have followed him into the abyss? Besides Angron, maybe?
I would say probably the one. Yeah, probably Logar and Logar,
That's it.
Angron, and probably Curse.
Maybe.
No, I think Curse would have fell mainly because he was already a psychopath.
True. Nobody else could have gathered so many of the traitors together.
Probably Mortarion. Probably Mortarion.
Fuck, Mortarion was despised by 90% of everybody else because he's a condescending prick.
No, I'm saying Mortarion probably would have felt the chaos too.
No. Maybe. But I don't think he would have sided with Logar being the complimenting force. I guess we should betray father. Shut the fuck up, Bible thumper.
Well, you have to think how much Mortarion despised the Emperor for his kill steal.
Yes, which is the most petulant bullshit in God's green earth.
More petulant than fucking Perturabo.
Yes. Perturabo's problem was he couldn't understand why couldn't understand the fucking honor that he was dispensed upon. Perfect example. Perturabo was sent to the Herdjars because Perturabo was like, everybody hates me. To the truth of the matter was the Emperor saw Perturabo as the only one who would efficiently get it done. He was the only fucker he could trust with breaking that fortress.
Well, he didn't want to fight. He just wanted to play with his licking logs.
And he never fucking stopped the 5 seconds it would take to play with his licking logs after blowing up a fortress. He kept going up the blow up shit. That's not on the Emperor, that's just on Perturabo. But anyway, once again, we fell off topic.
What else is new?
What else is new is we're at 9/11 and we're at 9/11 and we haven't even gotten to the fucking current chapter.
No. At this point, you might have to make it a part 2.
Oh fuck no! I'm gonna fucking jump through this quickly. Are you ready, boys? We're gonna have to cut some shit out. We'll talk about the first campaign he did with the Revenant Legion. Basically, when they united and Sanguinius saw how hard they fought against these unworthy acts, or these unrecognized worthy acts, he had named them their Blood Angels, and that they would honor that was long enough.
You're falling into the warp there, bud.
Yeah, you're going to the warp, Bob.
That would be Commander fucking with me. Better
He's still fucking with you. Holy shit.
piss off, you fucking goat. I got lore to read. I got bills to pay.
I think you're going hungry this week.
Yeah, holy shit, yeah. It's bad, Bob.
How do I sound? It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad.
Okay, you're okay right now.
It's
Yes,
not like
because
you went through a tunnel.
Because I popped a shotgun shell into Commander.
Oh,
Anyway,
he's coming back.
god damn it, let me re-rack.
It's like he needs to. It's like he needs to get the money for the outer range
But you piss off,
voice.
Kabanda. Anyway, he was not impressed by their blood drinking and other shit. And to make a long story short, instead of some act of rage net, he saw them drinking of blood, and Sanguinius spilt his own blood and told them to drink of his, not of the innocent. And the Revenant Legion was so disgusted by themselves that they forsook all older traditions, cast them into the pyre. They offered everything to their Primarch.
So they love Daddy so much.
Well, basically, their father basically offered, like, I'll die for you. Fuck this.
Oh.
Everybody else saw them as monsters. Sanguinius simply saw them as his sons and that he would protect them with his life. And the bond between Primarch and Space Marine is strong. You probably read when Loken is in the presence of Dorn, how he feels like almost like his heart's gonna pop out of his chest.
You know, I just got to the part where where Horace got wounded, and I read the part where what they did to get him to that fucking medical room.
Yes, the bond. It's not even fair to call it like a bond between father and son. It is almost like a bond between everything you love is your Primarch. It's hard for even the legionaries of another legion to threaten or even taunt a Primarch. They are seen as their fathers and uncles. It's a big family.
They're everything of them they give to their Primarch.
Spoiler alert, they fucking use Terminator armor to trample a bunch of civvies.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't even Terminator. No, okay, so remember the part I was at was Horace got wounded. They're trying to take him to med bay, and there's a bunch of people who are there crying and begging for the Primarch to live. You don't want to know what? You don't want to know what the people did? What the Stardies did, Kyle?
I'd be.
Mowed him down.
No, they fucking walked through them.
Yes, to get Horus into the medical bay.
Yeah, they fucking walked, and they beat people across the fucking face with their goddamn power fists.
Get the fuck out of the way.
They said 200 people were wounded and 21 were killed of them just sprinting through them.
Well, get out the fucking way.
We're trying to
get out the way.
Get the fuck out the way, bitch.
Oh, and there wasn't even a moment of hesitation. They opened the doors and boom, right in the kisser.
Yeah, did not wait. Mind you, things only get worse from here. Blood Angels start having a legitimate fucking spark of nobility. Legitimately, they started becoming what the chapter is today. The quote brother Tagar at the end of a battle with Sanguinius. Even though a darkness hangs over them, a future soaked in blood and horror, they are angels yet. Angels of blood. The Ninth Legion, the Revenant Legion, being reborn and earned a new name. The Blood Angels.
You know, I see a pattern.
Yes, blood given in service. And it was at this point they started really fucking going out of their way to prove their point. That this was no longer the Revenant Legion. These were the sons of the Emperor's winged son, the Angel, as all others would refer to as Sanguinius. Many refer to Primarchs like the Phoenician, the Gorgon, the Praetorian of Terra. Only one had a religious nickname, and that being the Angel. For all the Primarchs embodied something of their father. Horus his mighty charisma, Guilliman's his strategy and his empire building, Magnus his curiosity and wisdom, Logar his compassion. Funny I say that. Fuck Logar. Kurz his unstern face in the face of wickedness. Vulcan his compassion and love of the human people. As Horus said, only Sanguinius carries the Emperor's soul with him. He is the very embodiment of the Emperor's spirit. That brighter days are yet to come, and that the great dream will come. And then several wars battle later, Alan already knows. Most of this is written in the books, so I'm not going to go over it. This is where I'm going to cut out. So please read all the the Horus Heresy Blood Angel books. Almost all of them are incredibly well written.
Most.
There's like one or two that.
Oh, no, Demon got it. Demon got it. Bob again.
Done demon, done there, got him again.
God damn it! Fuck off!
He's coming back.
What are you talking about?
You're the one we don't know what you're talking about.
I'm here.
The demon got you again.
Fucking Kabanda. Would you leave my goddamn Voscaster alone, you fucking ape? And before anybody says bullshit, he literally looks like a giant hairy ape. With battle armor and fucking sword and an axe.
Yes.
Before anybody tries to pull the shit of, he's talking about this or that. No, it literally looks like a giant baboon. As I like to say, don't go around tonight where it's bound to take your life. There's a baboon with a knife.
Baboon with a knife.
Oh, yeah, he does. Oh.
Did you look it up?
Yes, I did. Okay, I see what you mean now. He looks more like a Minotaur, though.
Yeah, he's a baboon with a knife.
He's a baboon with a fucking with a great axe.
It's a baboon with a knife.
Okay, now, okay, that one he looks more.
Yeah, you see my point?
Now I see your point. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about,
Shameless plug?
shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
It's in the Discord. He's a big ass fucking baboon. Holy god, damn.
Yeah, Cabanda's and mind you, remember that, Alan? On Holy Terror, he breaks that fucking thing over his kneecap.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yada yada yada. Several campaigns later, we now get to the most important bit of the history, or where the Blood Angels really cemented their legend: the Siege of Terra. Already being bloodied in the first inklings of the Black Rage being referred to in Sickness and Sigmas, where Kabanda first tempted the Blood Angels and evoked the rage by mortally wounded Sanguinius. And yes, we found out something very particular about Sanguinius and his boys. Sanguinius was critically wounded by Kabanda, and guess what the immediate reaction of the Blood Angels was?
Blood for the Blood God?
They went full Death Company and started massacring greater demons like they were a fucking children's play. Kabanda had called the entire legions of Khorne against the Blood Angels, and they were killing them faster than they could come back.
Cal, you remember that Blood Angels show?
Yep.
Remember how powerful that he got when he went Anky Boy?
Yeah.
That's only a shadow of what the rage was. For, in my humble opinion, the Emperor built a failsafe into every legion so their Primarch be critically injured in battle.
And that is for the Astartes to go ape shit.
Yes. To basically say, fuck your couch.
Fuck your ham sandwich.
And then came the Siege of Terra.
Demon.
God damn it, fuck off, Kabanda. I know it's you baby bitch.
You're the Bob.
Am I there?
Yeah, okay, yeah, we hear you.
Fantastic. Even though Sanguinius was basically named the region of the Emperor of Imperium Secundus, I'm really trying to get this done before 10 o'clock, so try to keep the tangents down to 0. They basically raced back to Terra. Gilliman and Lionel Johnson buying the passage that would allow the Ninth to reach Terra. And they held the walls almost better than. Let's put it this way: Raldoron and the Blood Angels were holding better than the Fists at times. That is how dogged their defense was. To out fucking hold the goddamn Imperial Fists, you're fighting like a motherfucker.
I see it.
And at this time, during the Siege of Terra, Sanguinius is flying around killing Titans with a spear. Yes, you heard me correctly.
With a spear.
With the spear.
He was flying around because most of these engines, the Titans of the enemies, they become demon engines. And Sanguinius wielded a spear forged by the Emperor known as the Spear of Telestro. And I don't believe it could grant true death, but I remember one demon who was struck by it, counting it to the greatest pain he had ever felt in his entire life. His unlife, I should say. So not able to truly kill a demon, but could really fuck him up and send them back to the warp very easily. And Sanguinius was flying around, breaking into the command cockpits of Titans, just butchering them all.
Just going around saying, "Yeah, you go fuck yourself." Stab.
Yes, but eventually the forces were pushed back. First from the Saturnine walls to the Lion's Wall, finally to the Eternity Gate and the Eternity Wall. And it was at this defense where Sanguinius earned his mighty legend. At this, and Kabanda came to try to, the Angel's Bane as he was known, tried to put the Angel down once more. And if you believe some of the rumors, he also fought Angron on Holy Terra. And Sanguinius beat the shit out of them both.
Vanda and Angron. And at this point, Angron went into full-on demon mode, right?
Yes. So imagine this. Kyle, I want you to picture this very carefully.
Yep.
Sanguinius beat the shit not out of little this. Didn't beat the piss out of this fucker.
Yay.
He beat the shit out of this motherfucker.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. He beat the shit out of this.
Oh yeah, there's demon Angron.
Wow. It's like there's two of them.
He beat the shit out of that and that, according to some rumors, at the same fucking time. Yeah, I'll post the other model.
Other model? There's another one?
Oh, Kaban.
Oh,
The
okay.
Kabanda model.
He supposedly banished Angron back to the warp, and then, with the Angel's Bane's wings broken, he flew into the stratosphere killing Kabanda, and then came down, landed on his feet, and broke Kabanda over his knee. The
Nice.
same thing he had done to Sanguinius on Cygnus.
Nice.
Except this time, the demon couldn't just pop back up after some help. The demon just dismantled it, and then used the body of Angron, throwing him into the Eternity Gate to slam it shut. Then we know what happens next. Sanguinius, mind you, is wounded, been fighting for several days fucking straight, exhausted, teleports upon the Vengeful Spirit and is first to find Horus. Horus offers him a chance to join him against the Emperor, to rule the galaxy beside him, and Sanguinius says, "Get bent."
Get bent.
It fights and challenges Horus. The angel by this time is exhausted. He has seen what is to come. He sees his death at Horus's hands, and still goes to it willingly, without a ounce of fear or doubt. For he knows to choose any other path will mean the ruin of man. And he charges Horus, not wielding the mighty spear of Telestro, simply carrying the sword he forged so long ago beside his brother. We know not the instance or the details of the fight. We know only this. Sanguinius died against Horus Lupercal. And when the Emperor came across him, he found Horus standing victorious. His armor damaged, but still Horus, swelled by the powers of all four Chaos Gods, had killed his beloved brother. We all know what happens next. The fall of Elenius Pius, the total and utter destruction of Horus's soul, and the shattering of the legions after the Great Scouring.
We're gonna talk about what the honorable and noble Blood Angels did.
Oh, at the death of Sanguinius?
Yes.
Got time for a story. Are you ready for a story, gentlemen?
What
yeah,
happened
Cap.
when Sanguinius died?
At this time, picture this. You're the last of the Imperial Army. You're holding the line barely against what was once your transhuman heroes. Then you look over your shoulder. You see Commander Ralderon, the Lord, the second in command of all of the Angels of Blood. And he orders the gates opened. You don't understand this. The walls are barely holding. The gate will fall in moments anyway. Why open it? And that's when you see behind him the entirety of the Legion gathered. Chain swords, bolters, plasma guns, every weapon that the Legion could muster has been brought. So, you comply. Hit the command get phase and the gates open. You see the mighty blood warriors that were once the World Eaters, Death Guard, and Slanishi worshippers of the Emperor's children surge forward. And then they stop when they see the wrathful face of Ralderon. For Sanguinius, for the Emperor, and for Terra itself. Death! Death! And you see the flight of angels. You see demons tower in fear. You see bloodthirsty warrior butchers of Angron's legion try to flee in terror. You see the Emperor's children not with gleeful faces, but struck with faces of terror. You see the supposedly invincible Death Guard fall rapidly against their assault. And all you hear is one word upon their lips. Horus. Horus. Horus! And you hear more chants of death. You fear, as you're a veteran of the old days, you remember the Revenant Legion of old, and you see it come back to life for only a moment under the crystal gleam of the nobility of angels. And slowly but surely, you see the lines reversed. The charge of the traitors has become a rout, and they are driven back all the way out from the wall, the Eternity Wall, to the Lion's Wall. And then the word comes, the Emperor was victorious, Horus is dead, and you see their retreat turn to a rout. Anyone caught by the Blood Angels is massacred, whether it be those who surrendered and betrayed their oaths to the Emperor, anyone who had even sided for a moment against the traitors to spare their own wretched hides. All face the same punishment. Death. And so it kept going. From even when the news came forth that the great angel had fallen, the Blood Angels mourned only for a moment and then took their wrathful charge forward. They drove the Black Legion back to the Eye of Terra. They made Perturabo's curs hide in their iron cage. They made the Death Guard flee in terror, and they made the supposed ones who could find joy in anything hide from all sensation. Thus was the wrath of angels. Thus was the scouring from the sight of the angels.
God damn.
Well, now. They all done fucked up.
Yeah,
So-
it was not a good time when Sanguinius died for anybody involved with chaos. Not at all.
So for those of you who probably didn't get that, also I would highly recommend if you have a chance to get Warhammer Plus, to definitely watch what was it called, the Angels of Death.
Angels of Death.
Angels of Death would be a perfect examplation of the Black Rage coming forth.
For those of you who don't know, the Black Rage, they actually think they are Sanguinius fighting Horus. So when they're saying Horus, they think they are Sanguinius fighting the goddamn Primarch, and they will then go into a fucking rage and massacre whatever in front of them.
Their strength mirrors that of the Primarch itself. Death Company Space Marines are able to literally grab a light tank like a Chimera and flip it to get to you and tear you the fuck apart.
They got that damn anger rage.
They got that roid rage.
Times
And-
10.
God damn it, I'm not going to have enough time to even get into the chapter.
We might have to do a part 2.
I think we're going to have to. Because I haven't gotten to 40. No, fuck it, we still have 30 minutes.
Well, you
Here
said
we
the
go.
Blood Angel is they're your boys, right? So I mean, what else is going to happen? Of course, it's going to go longer.
Fuck it.
I was saying,
We'll
I'm
get-
planning on doing a part 2 with 2 parts for fucking the 14th.
I don't want to make too many part 2s. So
No,
I'll
whatever,
quickly-
it's fine. Let's do a part 2. Don't do a part 2.
Well, how much more do you got left to go, Bob?
A lot. 'Cause I haven't
Or-
even gotten to I haven't even gotten into fucking Dante yet.
That's a whole other
Dude,
character in itself, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a fucking part 2, brother.
Yeah, because you can't talk about the current Blood Angels without talking about the current Lord Commander.
Also, we gotta
So-
talk about that. We gotta talk about where Sanguinius is.
Yes,
that's
it,
something we need to talk about. Yeah.
fuck. Well, that makes me upsetty spaghetti.
Oh, hey, well, you got more time to talk about your boys now.
So I'll leave it with a quote. Well, 2 quotes about now that we're getting into the chapter. And both will refer to Dante somewhat. For 1100 years I have fought and I have seen the darkness in our galaxy. I have seen the vileness of the alien and the heresy of the mutant. I have witnessed the sin of possession and I have seen all evil the galaxy harbors. And I have slain all those whose presence defies the Emperor. I have seen what you will see. I have fought what you must fight. I have slain what you must slay. So fear not and be proud, for we are the sons of Sanguinius, the protectors of mankind, and we are indeed the angels of death.
Is this also where they come from? Where they start calling all Astartes angels of death?
No, that refers to the Dark Angels. Since they were the first legion, they are the angels of death.
Okay. Oh boy. Well,
And-
now.
There's one other one I would like to read.
Yep. Go right on ahead.
And this one actually comes from the Storm Seers of the Chaos Space Marines. They have their own prophecy of Dante. And I actually got to bring this up because I can't even fucking. How do I say this? Here it is. I think. Nope, that's not it. Fuck it.
We got technical issues.
God damn it.
It never ends. It never ends.
Hang on.
Almost didn't have a stream today because of technical issues. I didn't even say that. Almost didn't have a stream today because I had no sound. I had to fix all my sound.
Everything was broken.
While Bob is looking for this, I'm going to show a new thing I have.
Go ahead. I'll get to it.
Yeah, I'm self-promoting myself, but I can do this now. I figured out something. Help! Help!
We finally learned how to
I
shop.
can't see! No! The door! Why'd you shut the door? Why'd you shut the door? No! The power of the spirit box compels you! The power of the spirit box compels you! Please! No, Shelly! Shelly, don't! We're cool! We cool!
So dark.
Kill her!
You gotta play
Good
this
job!
again.
Good job, Shelly! Good job! Good! I'm out! I'm out!
You gotta play that again.
Oh god, yeah, we do need to play Fast Mode.
Hey, Alan. I got Burrito killed again. Stop killing our
I know, I
friends.
saw it on camera.
That's my favorite one.
This is why I
good
left the
times.
house.
I play with the
We're
mirror.
gonna do that more fucking
I
often.
play with the Ouija board, and she dies every time. It's like I don't have
Can I make a
responsibilities.
couple suggestions?
What do you
Why?
suggest? There's no consequences.
Mighty Man and Jake Hollow. Jake Hollow. Jake Hollow.
All right. Well, the Mighty Man stopped by. We'll give one to Mighty Man.
All right. You ready?
Go ahead and read your thing, and then I'll hit the enter button.
In the time of ending, we will see the final flight of the dead angels' host. They rise above us on howling wings. They fall upon us in a celestial storm. At their vanguard flies the last archangel. To the netherborn he will be the death that soars. To you and I he will be a mortal man, bearing the immortal face of his fallen father. To the Imperium of man he will be hope. A warrior of infinite courage, a soldier of infinite sorrows. Beware of the golden mask that forever stares and never smiles, weeping tears of frozen gold. From the Mourner's Prophecies by Sagan Edigus, Storm Oracle of the Black Legion, to Abaddon the Despoiler.
You mean Abaddon the Armless?
Yes.
All right. Here's a shout out to one of our original followers. I think he's like one of the first.
I think he is the first follower.
Mighty Man?
Mighty Man.
Mighty
Mine
Man.
mouth. In his mouth. Okay, well. I actually need to go get more paint water because I drank most of it. So
I remember watching the stream way back in the day.
you guys listen to Dog Song, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get Dr. Pepper and fill up my water cup.
You
okay?
can tell how
I'll
much
be-
he
I'll-
cares by how much he's cleaning his paint.
Don't do anything silly while I'm gone, okay?
I
Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
I just remember. I just remember that. That was a long time ago. I remember watching that.
You can tell it's old by the old fucking lamp.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're gonna raid somebody.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We're gonna raid.
And please,
We're gonna
do
raid
let
good
me
old
know.
Dice Check. They're actually playing a game of Warhammer 40k right now.
Can I do shoutouts?
Yeah, you should be able to. You're a mod. You got somebody you want to shout out before while we start? The
Well,
raid?
Jack Hollow's has been pretty much watching us since the beginning, so.
Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god!
Bad timing.
I mean, I feel bad because we had like a dedicated 1v1, and he just came in and did that shit. But
I don't feel that.
all right,
Oh, I remember that game.
Oh, for honor.
I used to do nothing but Gladiator.
I used to play nothing but Centurion.
Oh, Centurion, I meant Centurion. I had to do this every time.
Infinity of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I declare Exterminatus.
Alrighty. Well, that has been the Arts of Lore show. I thank you for stopping by for the Blood Angels. The Blood Angels, the vampire zombie wanted to be Necrons until they found Sanguinius. This is what I've learned so far. With the Angel Wing Boy. Done, turned them around, made them angels. And now that he's dead, they invoke an evil dead rage where they just want to slaughter everything they see, thinking that it's Horus. So, I hope you all have learned that with me, because that's what I got out of this. Right, guys?
I did horrible. Wait, I had to cut so much just to get here.
But that's it, guys. We got 5 seconds. We'll catch you later. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.